The global political landscape is shifting. In recent years, we've witnessed a series of transformative events that have altered the dynamics of international relations. Countries are re-evaluating their alliances and forging new partnerships to navigate an increasingly complex world. Old alliances are being tested, new partnerships are emerging, traditional power structures are being questioned, and nations are seeking to diversify their diplomatic and economic ties to ensure stability and growth. One of the most significant developments in recent years has been the growing relationship between BRICS nations: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and Europe. This collaboration is not just a fleeting trend but a strategic alignment that could redefine global power balances. This burgeoning alliance is driven in part by shared economic interests. Both BRICS and European countries are looking to expand their markets, increase trade, and foster economic growth. The synergy between these regions offers immense potential for mutual benefit. But it also reflects a growing sense of unease with the United States' increasingly unilateralist approach to global affairs. The US has traditionally been a key player in international politics, but recent policies have caused concern among its allies. The Trump administration's decision to impose tariffs on European imports has only accelerated this trend, pushing Europe and BRICS closer together. These tariffs have strained transatlantic relations and prompted Europe to seek new economic partners. Europe is looking for new partners in a world where the US seems less reliable. The uncertainty surrounding US policies has made European nations more eager to establish strong ties with other global players. BRICS nations represent a significant and growing share of the global economy. With their combined economic power, they offer a formidable alternative to traditional Western-dominated economic structures. They offer Europe a potential alternative to reliance on the United States. By collaborating with BRICS, Europe can diversify its economic partnerships and reduce its dependency on any single nation. This new axis has the potential to reshape the global order. As BRICS and Europe continue to strengthen their ties, we may witness a shift in global power dynamics, leading to a more multipolar world where influence is more evenly distributed. The collaboration between BRICS and Europe is not just about economic interests. It also encompasses political and cultural exchanges, fostering a deeper understanding and cooperation between these diverse regions. Joint initiatives in science, technology, education, and culture are paving the way for a more interconnected world. These efforts are building bridges that transcend economic transactions, creating a foundation for long-term collaboration. Additionally, both BRICS and European nations are committed to addressing global challenges, such as climate change and sustainable development. By working together, they can pool their resources and expertise to find innovative solutions to these pressing issues. Humanitarian efforts and global health initiatives are also areas where BRICS and Europe can make a significant impact. By joining forces, they can enhance their ability to respond to crises and improve the well-being of people around the world. The potential for collaboration extends even to space exploration and scientific research. By combining their capabilities, BRICS and European nations can achieve breakthroughs that benefit all of humanity. In conclusion, the growing relationship between BRICS and Europe is a testament to the evolving nature of global politics. As these regions continue to work together, they are not only enhancing their own prosperity, but also contributing to a more balanced and cooperative international community. The future of global relations may very well depend on the strength and success of this emerging alliance. As BRICS and Europe bridge the divide, they are setting the stage for a new era of international cooperation and shared progress. In 2018, President Trump made a move that sent shockwaves through the global economy. This move was not just a minor adjustment or a simple policy change, it was a bold and controversial decision that would have far-reaching consequences. He imposed tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from the European Union, a decision that would ripple through various industries and affect countless businesses on both sides of the Atlantic. This decision, justified on the grounds of national security, was met with immediate condemnation from European leaders. They saw it as an aggressive move that undermined the principles of free trade and cooperation that had been the foundation of transatlantic relations for decades. The tariffs, 25% on steel and 10% on aluminum, targeted a broad range of European products. These tariffs were not just numbers on a page, they represented a significant financial burden for European manufacturers and exporters. These included everything from cars to cheese. The impact was felt across various sectors, from the automotive industry to agriculture, affecting both large corporations and small businesses. The Trump administration argued that these tariffs were necessary to protect American jobs. They claimed that without such measures, the U.S. manufacturing sector would continue to decline, leading to job losses and economic instability. They claimed European countries were unfairly dumping cheap steel and aluminum into the U.S. market. This practice, they argued, was harming American producers who could not compete with the low prices of imported goods. The EU, however, saw it as an attack on its economy and a violation of international trade rules. European officials argued that the tariffs were unjustified and that they would retaliate with their own measures if necessary. The tariffs immediately raised tensions between the two longtime allies. Diplomatic relations were strained as both sides engaged in a war of words and threats of further economic measures. They also created uncertainty in the global trading system. Businesses around the world were left in a state of limbo, unsure of how to navigate the new trade landscape. The tariffs not only affected the US and Europe, but also had implications for global supply chains and international trade agreements. Protests erupted in Europe as workers and businesses voiced their concerns. American consumers also felt the impact as prices for goods began to rise. Economists warned that the tariffs could lead to a trade war, which would have devastating effects on the global economy. The situation harkened back to previous trade disputes and highlighted the fragile nature of international economic relations. It served as a reminder of the importance of diplomacy and cooperation in maintaining global stability. As the world moves forward, the lessons learned from this episode will be crucial in shaping future trade policies. Innovation and collaboration will be key to overcoming the challenges posed by protectionism and ensuring sustainable economic growth for all nations involved. The European Union, led by French President Emmanuel Macron, wasted no time in condemning Trump's tariffs. Macron, a vocal critic of protectionism, called the tariffs illegal and a mistake. He vowed that the EU would retaliate with tariffs of its own on American goods. "We will not stand idly by while our industry is attacked," Macron declared in a televised address. He called for a united European front against Trump's protectionist policies. The EU responded with retaliatory tariffs on a range of American products. These included iconic American goods like Harley-Davidson motorcycles, Levi's jeans, and bourbon whiskey. The EU's message was clear: it would not be bullied by the United States, it would defend its interests. Section 4, China steps up, strengthening ties and seizing opportunities. As the US and EU engaged in a tit-for-tat trade war, China saw an opportunity. Recognizing the EU's growing need for alternative trading partners, China moved quickly to strengthen its ties with Europe. President Xi Jinping made a series of high-profile visits to European capitals, signing trade deals and investment agreements. He positioned China as a reliable and stable partner for Europe in a time of growing uncertainty. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure project aimed at connecting Asia to Europe and Africa, became a key part of this strategy. By investing in ports, railways, and other infrastructure projects in Europe, China was able to present itself as a partner invested in Europe's long-term economic growth. Section 5, BRICS, a counterweight to US economic dominance. The growing alliance between BRICS and Europe is not just about trade. It's a multifaceted relationship that encompasses economic, political, and even cultural dimensions. This partnership is evolving in response to the changing dynamics of global power. It also reflects a deeper shift in the global balance of power. As the world becomes more interconnected, the influence of traditional powerhouses like the United States is being increasingly challenged by emerging economies. For decades, the United States has been the world's undisputed economic superpower. Its financial institutions, technological innovations, and military might have set the tone for global economic policies and practices. But the rise of BRICS nations, particularly China, is challenging that dominance. China's rapid economic growth, technological advancements, and strategic investments in infrastructure projects around the world are reshaping the global economic landscape. BRICS nations now account for a larger share of global GDP than the United States. This shift is not just a matter of numbers. It signifies a redistribution of economic power that has far-reaching implications for global trade, investment, and governance. they are also major players in key industries such as manufacturing, technology, and energy. These sectors are critical for the future of the global economy, and BRICS countries are positioning themselves as leaders in these fields. This growing economic clout is giving BRICS nations greater political influence on the world stage. Their collective voice is becoming louder in international forums, and they are increasingly able to shape global policies and norms. Europe, once firmly in the US sphere of influence, is increasingly looking to BRICS as potential partners in shaping the global order. This shift is driven by a desire for diversification and a recognition of the growing importance of BRICS economies. This doesn't necessarily mean a complete break with the US. Europe continues to maintain strong economic and political ties with the United States. However, the relationship is becoming more balanced as Europe seeks to engage with a broader range of partners. But it does suggest a desire for a more multipolar world where power is more evenly distributed. In such a world, no single country or group of countries would dominate, and global governance would be more inclusive and representative of diverse interests and perspectives. The collaboration between BRICS and Europe is a testament to the changing dynamics of global power. It highlights the importance of cooperation and dialogue in addressing global challenges and building a more equitable and sustainable future. As BRICS nations continue to grow and develop, their influence will only increase. Their investments in technology, renewable energy, and education are laying the groundwork for a more prosperous and interconnected world. Cultural exchanges and people-to-people connections are also playing a crucial role in strengthening ties between BRICS and Europe. These interactions foster mutual understanding and respect, paving the way for deeper and more meaningful partnerships. In conclusion, the rise of BRICS as a counterweight to US economic dominance is a complex and multifaceted phenomenon. It reflects broader trends in the global economy and underscores the need for a more inclusive and balanced approach to global governance. As we move forward, the collaboration between BRICS and Europe will continue to shape the future of the global order, offering new opportunities for growth, development, and cooperation.